Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our Sherlock Nation Business Overview. My name's Karin Parsons, and I want to thank you for joining us tonight, or whatever time it is for you, wherever you are, all around the world. And I'm curious, are you like most people who want to be able to save more time and more money? This year, would you like to become an entrepreneur with your own home-based business, earning income by helping other people save time and money? If so, we're really glad you joined us tonight because we've got some great information to share with you. And to start the webinar off, it's my pleasure to be able to introduce our first speaker, Mark Levesque. Mark's a tremendous leader in our company. His background gives him a great perspective on what's happening in the marketplace. He's a tremendous teacher and mentor to all of us in the business. He's a Diamond affiliate with our company, and after about a year with Sherlock Nation, he was able to replace his income at his church and actually asked his congregation to stop paying him. He loves saving money with the Sherlock. He loves helping other people do the same. And I really appreciate Mark's friendship. I learned so much from him, and I'm honored to be able to introduce him to you tonight. Mark, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Karen, and welcome everyone. Today we're going to open up with talk a little bit about the cliff. The cliff is a concept that we really all should be aware of. It really has to do with what is coming in our future. You know, many people experience a cliff, and what is leading up to the cliff, and why is our economy heading for a cliff? Just look at these statistics. 46% of all American workers have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. 76% of all people are living paycheck to paycheck. 51% of all American workers make less than $30,000 a year. 38% of all American workers made less than $20K last year. 62% of all Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. Federal poverty level for a family of 5 is $28,000, and yet almost 40% of all American workers deny to bring home $20,000 a year. Just those are incredible statistics. One other statistic that I read recently is the average American family is paying $24,000 a year just to service their debt, from their automobile to their credit card to their home debt. If you're making $30,000 a year and you're paying $24,000 to service your debt, you're heading for a cliff financially. And so everyone we know is heading for a cliff. And you know, people have already experienced a cliff. I was reading recently that Chase Bank was laying off 5,000 workers because technology is replacing all those tellers worldwide. So technology is creating a cliff for many people, a financial cliff. Other people, you know, when you rely on two incomes because you need one income to pay your income taxes and to service your debt, that other income is what you're living on. If you lose one of those incomes because of sickness or some other reason, you'd hit a cliff. And so Americans are not prepared for a coming cliff. And you know what? There's a cliff coming for every person, because there comes a time when a person actually cannot work anymore. There comes a time when we need to retire. And so that's a cliff that everyone's facing. In the U.S., do you know what the average American retiree is making per month? It's $1,160 per month. Can you live on that? You see, if you're 45, 55, 65, and you're planning to work, you can't work forever. Eventually, we do need to retire, and sometimes we're forced into retirement. And so, can you live on $1,160 a month? I don't know anybody who can, but obviously, our government the U.S. government's expecting people to do that, and so we can't. And so, we need to prepare beforehand. We need to put up a sign and tell people you're heading for a cliff. We need to warn people. I had a mentor who was right behind a car. He almost hit the back end of the car when a car hit a horse. It was in the middle of the street, and it was literally on a cliff. If you went too far to one side, you went off the cliff. And so he ran down the street and around the corner because it was getting dark to warn people. And people were mad at him and telling them to slow down, getting in their way on the road. They were angry flying up that hill until they got around the corner and they saw that there was an accident there, and they probably would have died if he hadn't warned them. See, it's the same thing. We need to warn people about what's coming. And the cool thing is that if we can not only avoid the cliff, but we can actually prepare for a better lifestyle because we prepared for the cliff we prepare for a better lifestyle, and we have a lifestyle that most people will only dream about. And so the Sherlock is here to do that. And how does the Sherlock do it? Because the Sherlock taps into a different stream of income than most people earn. There's basically, I like to quote Simon Brooks. If you go on to Sherlock University, you can read you can listen to his recording. He talks about two types of income. One type of income is earned income, where you work 40 hours a week or 60 hours a week, and you get paid a pay packet or a check. That's called working for a check, working for an income. It's earned income. And most people, this list of statistics we've been reading, this is all the earned income. And you don't have enough time to amass enough wealth to take care of the cliff. We have to do something else. We have to prepare. So what's the other type of income? The other type of income is passive or residual income. That's the kind of income where if you do it once and you repeat it over and over again, it's sold over and over again, that creates an income, a residual passive income. That's the kind of income that actors get. An actor will perform in a play or a movie, or a music writer will write a song and then record it once, and then it gets sold over and over again. Or someone writes a book and they write the book one time, it's sold over and over again. That's how passive income works. And that's how the Sherlock is designed, so that if we share the Sherlock with someone, they join our business, they start to create more business as they give away the app, as they share the business with other people. It creates a stream of income. That's passive income. That's the kind of income that we want to offset the coming cliff, to prepare for the coming cliff. So you're in the right place at the right time with the Sherlock, with the technology that's available to tap into internet e-commerce, and you're also in the right place at the right time because this type of income stream can help prepare you for the coming cliff so that you will not be impacted by it like most of the people around us. And everyone you help, by sharing this with, you can help them avoid the cliff as well. At this point, I would like to turn the call over to the only black diamond in the United States, my mentor, an expert in this business, Chuck Williams. Chuck?
Thank you very much, Mark, and please stick around. Looking forward to your leadership nuggets later in our training session tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, as Mark said, this could be the opportunity you've been looking for to achieve that financial freedom. Our CEO, Michael Weeder, was quoted as saying, timing and trends are what are important in business. Success is getting in front of the right trends at the right time and executing. The internet is not a fad. It's a platform for evolution. It changes the way we do communication. It has changed the way we do business or commerce. It's changing the very culture in which we live. E-commerce is a phenom. I mean, it's just exploding around the world. In 2014, $1.56 trillion. If you're like me, you're like, what's $1 trillion? How do you relate to that? Well, that's $1,560 billion. And the thing that's most astounding about that is just 11 years before that, in 2003, e-commerce was only $55 billion. And I say only, that's pretty significant considering the internet is a baby in its own right. That's almost $50,000 spent per second when you're talking 1.56 trillion. And what's more phenomenal about that is how fast that's growing. 2015, I haven't seen the final statistics, but I believe it topped $2 trillion, and it's being projected to get near $5 trillion by 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in front of the right trends at the right time. A couple of other trends we already talked about. The internet's not a fad. The internet is growing around the world at Mach 1 speed. When you talk about things being adapted quickly, the internet has been adapted quicker than any other thing in the history of the world. And then cell phones, mobile devices. Look at how fast mobile devices. You can't go anywhere without people being on their mobile devices, checking the internet, talking on Facebook, doing different things. Well, here at Sherlock Nation, we're giving the average person the opportunity to participate in these trends. Our CEO, Michael Weeder, is an internet guru. He has years of experience. He has the right relationships. In fact, this week, right now, he's at an affiliate summit rubbing shoulders with the top affiliate partners in the world, looking to make a hire for our company as we are growing by leaps and bounds. He has the experience and the relationships both in the internet space and in the direct sales and network marketing space. This slide you're looking at right now is an email I received from a bishop Bishop Tudor Bismarck, a fairly famous bishop worldwide, he's using the Sherlock to raise funds for his ministry. So whatever it is that you're looking to do, the Sherlock can be that for you. Now, in the remaining time we have together in this webinar, the things you're going to learn is how to turn your mobile device into an income stream for you and your family. How you could achieve financial freedom if you choose to leverage this ability and share this income opportunity with other people. We have partnered up with the major brands on the internet to give you an incredible opportunity. Our mission at Sherlock Nation is to allow people all over the world an opportunity to save both time and money, and for those who become involved in our business, an opportunity to become financially free. The why is a very, very important part of our business, and Brandon Ivey is going to cover that in our training tonight, but I wanted Double Diamond Pete Hamby to just talk about the why and his story for a couple minutes here during our live presentation. Pete, take it away, sir.
Well, thank you, Chuck. And yes, the why is very, very important. You know, I I have a story of my own, and I'll get to that in just a second. But we met with a young man today. He's in the Air Force. He's been in the Air Force eight years. He told me he's got 12 years to retire. But you know, he said his why. The reason he got into networking was his why. His why was his family. You know, he's been deployed several times to Iraq. The last time, last February, they gave him 5 hours to get his stuff together, and he was off to Iraq and for a deployment over there. You know, he got into networking so that eventually now he'll be able to stay. He'll be able to stay with his family, take vacations, do whatever he wants with his family. That's his why. That's the reason he got into business for himself. You know, my why. I have many whys. You know, I now have one grandchild. I'm fixing to have my second grandchild. My daughter was actually due yesterday, so anytime now I will have my second grandchild. But you know, I want to be able to send my grandchildren to college, take them to Disney World, do whatever I want to do with them. You know, with my kids. You know, your why may be a lot of different things. It could be a dream. It could be a necessity. It could be you know, like you said, anything can be your why. Just get your why, take it to heart, and you know, make the right decision to move forward and build to your why. That's what I have, Chuck. Back to you.
Great job, Pete, and we're going to be coming back to you in training for your strategy that you developed called the Power of Four, which puts our compensation plan in perspective on how you can build a significant income. Well, we're here to help you achieve and get what it is you want out of life, and that is what Pete was talking about, your why. Now I'm going to turn the call over to Global Power affiliate Karin Parsons. Karin is building a huge international business with an emphasis in Africa, but she is phenomenal at explaining our products. So Karin Parsons, please take it away, ma'am.
Thank you, Chuck. I do love talking about the product because, one, I save so much money with it personally, but now I get such a thrill being able to help other people do that as well. Our Sherlock mobile app is the foundational product. We have others as well, which we'll talk about, but it really all comes around the Sherlock app. This is a tremendous technology that makes it so simple for you to just be able to very quickly find the best price for whatever it is you're looking for online. I know personally, I used to Google things to find the best price, but it would take me forever. And when I really realized what was happening with Google, I don't know if you realize, when you Google things, you're actually being drawn to the sites that have the most visits or they have the best search engine optimization. It doesn't really have anything to do with the best price. But now all you do is put your item in one time on the Sherlock and it searches for your country, a multitude of different retailers and search engines to find you the best price really quickly. A couple of things that are cool about the app, it has a price scanner in it. If you're in the store, you can actually take the UPC code and take a picture of it, and it'll send it to the internet and search the price on the internet to find that price for you. I know not too long ago, my son and I were at the store. He needed a GPS. We found it at Best Buy. He picked the one he liked. We used the scanner. It was $30 off. We took it up to the register, and they gave us the difference. So Definitely, when you're out shopping, use it. But I know for myself personally, I like to use it at home. I don't like going out to the store. It was great this Christmas to do all of my shopping on the Sherlock. I saved hundreds of dollars on everything from um, gifts of clothing, of office supplies. I use it a lot of times for things for office supplies. Every kind of gift you can imagine, I was able to save money on, be able to have free shipping, send it to family members across the country. Daily deals, if you uh, like to save money, we actually have Groupon on our platform, and you can get the most phenomenal deals no matter what city you're going to, whether it's at home or when you're traveling. One of my favorite daily deals was a paintball package that I got for my kids. It was $19 for 4 people for an all-day admission and the equipment rental for a whole day at the park, which is normally about $200. So it was like a 90% savings. If you're going to be traveling, you've got to use the Sherlock. You can check it for hotels. There's a part where you can check for flights. I've saved money on trips going on the hotels, on the flights, on my airline parking through the daily deals. And wherever it is you're going, check for meals, check for entertainment, because you can save a ton of money that way as well. So basically, whatever it is you're looking for, you want to Sherlock it because you're going to save a ton of time and money. I'm going to send it back to Chuck, who's going to go on more, because I know a lot of you are probably wondering, how do you actually earn income by sharing this app with other people? Chuck, it's all yours.
Great job, Karen. Appreciate what you do, and just appreciate your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about that income opportunity now, and that's what we have here. As an affiliate, you could benefit even more. In addition to saving money, you can actually make money with Sherlock Nation. You're going to want to become an affiliate. You're going to purchase your Sherlock system for $279 one time, and it is a low monthly subscription of $49.95. What that gives you is the ability and a license to basically give away an unlimited number of Sherlocks. There's no high cost, there's no inventory, instant gratification for our customers, training websites, capture pages, all of this is included in addition to Sherlock Travel, Sherlock University, Sherlock Local, and Sherlock Fundraising. This is a turnkey internet business that's already done for you. All you have to do is give away the app. And that's what we do. We share this free product with friends and people we meet. I just met a lady today. She was leading a group that I was involved in. She was facilitating the group. We went around the room, told them what we did. She found out what I did. She wanted my app, so she installed it. New customer today. I get a new customer about every day, just living my life, giving them away. That's what we do. Our customers use the product. They benefit. They save time and money, and we benefit because we get paid usage income. In addition to giving away the app and earning usage income, we can also build a team of people that do the same thing. There's about 9 or 10 different ways of getting paid with Sherlock Nation. We're only going to cover a few in our presentation, but they're the basics. And one of the basics is direct sales commission. We call it a fast start bonus. Every time you sell 2 Sherlock systems, you earn a $100 fast start bonus. There's no limit to how many of those fast start bonuses you can earn. This Sherlock cycle bonus, the sales cycle bonus, one of my absolute favorites. Every one of us has 2 teams, a right team and a left team. Every time there's 2 Sherlock systems sold on your right and a left team, you earn $50. A couple of the cool things about this way of making money is it pays down through infinity, and it's a global pay plan. So you don't have to start a new business center. You don't have to pay more to do international business. No matter where your business spreads around the world, every time there's 2 Sherlock systems sold on the right and 2 Sherlock systems sold on the left, you earn $50. That's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to that, if you look at the top right-hand corner of the slide, it's the subscription cycle bonus. It looks similar because it's 2 on the right and 2 on the left, but now we're talking about the $49.95 monthly subscription fee. Every time 2 people on your right team and 2 people on your left team pay their small monthly subscription fee to keep their business active, you earn $10. And just like the sales bonuses that pay every 2 and 2, these pay down through infinity and global. Very, very exciting, and it allows you to leverage your income. Now, like with any business, Sherlock Nation, all references to income implied or stated through this document and the Sherlock compensation plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. earnings for the Sherlock compensation plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. I now have the distinct privilege of introducing another double diamond. This is Brandon Ivey. Brandon Ivey is on the West Coast, and he is building a huge international team, one of the top leaders in our company, and one of the guys that I feel is one of the best presenters and trainers in our entire industry. So Brandon, take us through the ladder of success and close out our call, and then please bring it back to me for our training session tonight.
Thank you very much, Chuck. An excellent presentation that we're doing so far. I enjoy starting out 2016. And for those of you that are high achievers, if you want to be able to earn even more money on the compensation plan that you just saw that Chuck showed you, you definitely have the opportunity based on your production. See, unlike corporate America, there's a glass ceiling on how much you can make no matter how hard you work. But in Sherlock, if you work harder, you're going to get paid more money for doing the same thing. So we all start off as an affiliate. And as an affiliate, we're going to get paid for all the Sherlocks that we personally give away for free. Not only that, we get paid for the Sherlock Local and the Sherlock Fundraising. And anytime you want to give yourself a raise, just give yourself another customer. You don't have to do Sherlock Systems sales and enroll people in the business to earn with the Sherlock. But if you want to get paid on the $50 and the $10 cycle that Chuck showed you, you first need to become at least a star affiliate. Personally enroll 2 people on your team. Have 5 Sherlock customers. Now you are eligible to earn up to $2,000 a week on the cycles. The next position is called Power Affiliate. As a Power Affiliate, you must personally enroll 4 and have a team of 12, not coming from spillover, and 10 personal Sherlock customers. You're going to get a 20% check match on all the people you personally enrolled in the business, all the Sherlock apps they give away. Plus, you get to earn up to $3,000 a week. And if you hit this position in your first 15 days of your first Sherlock Systems sale, you're going to get a $200 bonus check. The game-changing position is called Global Affiliate. You heard from Karin Parsons. Karin is a global affiliate. And as a global, you need to have at least 12 powers on your team. Give away 20 Sherlock apps. You get a raise. You can earn up to $20,000 a week as a global. If you hit this position in your first 180 days, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus check. You get a 20% check match, not just on the people you personally enroll, but on everybody on your team through infinity until the next global hits every time they cycle for $50 or $10. And the best of all, you're no longer considered an affiliate of the company. You are a co-owner of the company. 2.5% of the company is set aside in a pool for all the globals. So when we become a billion-dollar company, all the globals are worth $25 million combined in equity in the company. The next position is called Diamond Affiliate. As a Diamond Affiliate, you must have 4 globals on your team in 2 separate legs, 40 personal Sherlock customers. You get the same as the globals. The only difference is now you get entry into the Diamond Bonus Pool. Now, like the weekly CAV bonus, percentage of all company sales is set aside every single month. And if you own a share, you get 1 share in that Diamond Bonus Pool. For the month of November, it was worth $755 per share. Now, we have no idea what that share is going to be every month. It may be more, maybe less, depending on how many people qualify for it. But as a diamond, you get 1 share, double diamond 2 shares, triple diamond 3 shares, and our ultimate goal is that our diamond bonus pool can eventually become a full-time income for most people as our company grows. The top position is called Black Diamond. As a Black Diamond, you must have 16 globals on your team in 8 separate legs. You get a raise. You're not going to get a 30% check match on your entire organization until the next global hits. Now, as you still get a 30% on the global, you're going to get a 10% override below the globals all the way down through infinity. You get another 2.5% equity just between the Black Diamonds, and we only have 3 of them in the world. Our first female Black Diamond in Kazakhstan, one in the United Kingdom, and then Chuck Williams here in the United States. Now, we need to have 500 Black Diamonds around the world. That's where we want to be. And we're looking for the next Black Diamond. So are you ready? 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Imagine how you feel to be able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. The time to get started is now. You want to get back with the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're in, great. Pull out your credit card and get started. Don't wait or hesitate, because if you do, you're going to miss out on somebody else that's going to get started after you, or that could have been in your organization. But you waited and hesitated. I know people who have lost thousands of dollars because they waited. But if you decide that this is not for you, that's okay. We still like you. At least do yourself a favor. Download the app and save yourself some money. I'm sure that you spent money during the Christmas shopping season. How would you have liked to save money and it didn't cost you anything? And when you did get started with us, we're not going to throw you out to the ocean to see if you can sink or swim. We're going to teach you every step of the way on how to build your business. We have webinars and presentations and trainings that take place almost daily. And for those of you that can't make it to live webinar events, we record everything we do. And we have a Sherlock University system in place to teach you every step of the way. So nobody has an excuse of not having the information to have success. Now here's the good news and the bad news. The good news is that this is going to happen regardless of your decision. It's going to happen with or without you. And we are all already involved. In fact, I love to say this. It's one thing to miss the wave when you're standing on the shore. It's another to miss the wave when you're in the ocean. And if you have a smartphone in your hand right now, and if you spend money every single month outside of just paying bills, you are in the ocean. Ride this wave that's taking place anyway in the fastest growing economy in the world. Because what is the alternative? The alternative is a plan A of our corporate America 9-to-5 job that does not work anymore. Go ahead and say goodbye to our middle class. 97% of all Americans retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. If you don't have a plan B, you are behind the curve. At least give yourself a chance in the greatest industry on the planet to be able to partner with the company that is taking advantage of the best timing and trends in history, and you can be a part of that trend. And with that, we're going to end the presentation portion tonight, and we're going to turn into the training side. So get back with the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. Stick around for our training that's going to start right now. I turn it back on over to the person who helped me get started with this business and understanding Sherlock Nation, Black Diamond, Chuck Williams. Chuck, back to you.
Thank you very much, Brandon. And ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from one of the future 500 Black Diamonds, and he will be one of the next great leaders. So thank you, Brandon.